well, when I was a kid, probably Ezra's age, and I was like, I had a four-piece band, but it was really just me, and I was thinking about imagining three more people. And then I started doing art and architecture, and so I decided it wasn't for me. I started doing church and everything, and I was doing music, and I decided I was going to quit because it wasn't making money for my family. So I said, you know what, God, I'm done. And I was like, it was my third time I was quitting music. And then 2 weeks later, somebody taps on my shoulder and says, hey, God told me that I'm supposed to help you. And I was like, I just told God I'm quit. So that person was Sheryl Crow. And so that it happened in my life at a point in my life when I didn't think I had something to offer. And it's like God was pointing, saying, hey, this person and other people see how much I put in you and that you have something to offer. So I don't know, been trying to figure it out all my life, but now I decided that, hey, I got a purpose God's called me to, and I'm not backing down from it, so, yeah. My wife said, hey, you should write a song that has this in it and that and that, and so I stepped into a room, Matthew West and Jeff Pardo, and I was like, man, I want something that, I said, it basically, I took a churchy song and they put on guitars and from their world, it's like hillbilly and gospel all together, I don't know, it's a mess, right? But it was after a time that I had to walk through a journey of trying to understand how to break through fear. I realized that fear was debilitating me and had been doing it most of my life. And I stopped trusting people, and I just kind of shut a lot of things off. And then went on this journey, come out of this journey, and I say, talking to a record company. I was like, yo, I'm sorry, I just need a minute. The album was done, and we went and we started writing from that experience. And then we put it out and it was going great. I was like, oh my gosh, what is this, And then my wife got diagnosed with the colon cancer thing, and I was kind of thrown off a lot. I mean, obviously, but I was trying to understand even how to be a husband to a wife who's going through those kind of things. And I realized I was on tour with Mac Powell and Cochran, and I realized in that moment I'm singing this thing about no fear, and I'm scared. I was looking at my wife, and I'm trying to be strong for her, and I'm in the back, I'm just weeping over and over again. And we got 7 kids together, and my wife is a hero. She's amazing. She's the most amazing thing that happened in my life, and outside of God. And God came, got healed. Got it rid of it. That's not everybody's story. So he just started showing us things and people and how to see people in a different way. And now kids are, I told a couple of you all this earlier, kids have been sending me pictures. There's one who decided to name their teddy bear John because she had no fear. Her name is Liliana, as she's going into her hospital treatment. Another guy, Aiden, is going he had stage 4. He was tired, and they just decided to take him to the doctor, and they found out he had stage 4 cancer. And I'm like, man, I'm grateful that I get to write songs and sing songs that put me in rooms or homes or radios or whatever for people to hear something that's giving them something encouraging. It's not just the guy running out on the baseball field. It's also the kid who's going in and trying to figure some stuff out, some hard stuff. So, yeah. I'm not a doctor. That's the first thing. And I tell them, though, my story is a story where people didn't protect me when I was a kid. And so I decided that I was going to learn how to protect myself. And that's the moment that we separate ourselves from God, because God is our protector. And I don't know what I would tell that person. There are a lot of things that determine how they even got there. But I would tell them that what I had to do is lean on a God who could help me move through the fear. You can't shut it out. It's going to be there, but you can move through it. And I believe that God has made it possible for people to move through that. So, yeah. On the horizon, well, for me, I mean, this album is coming out, it's out now. And so I'm excited about that because my prayer is that it's hitting people in a place where they can dance, where they can have joy, where they can dream, where they can get lost in music, get lost in God, where they can worship, where they can cry. If you know about Enneagrams, then I'm an Enneagram 4, so I believe in all the emotions fully. but what I see on the horizon is just an opportunity to share my heart, well, what I feel God has given me with more people, and I'm open to that. Whatever he's calling me to do, I'm down for it. So, and I see for music, I just see something that doesn't die. I believe that humans and music, they just go hand in hand. So it doesn't matter. It's just going to always rise to the top as far as music. And then God is everlasting. So it's easy.